Hi guys, so I just wanted to do a quick intro. Some of you guys, well actually a lot of you guys, for like the longest time have been requesting like an everyday makeup kind of tutorial. So excuse my hair, it's like still really wet. I have to fix it. But this is basically what I do on a daily basis when I don't feel like fussing with eyeshadow. Sometimes I'll add some lashes and some bold lipstick, and that's pretty much it. But basically my everyday makeup look is like based on this, like as the whole foundation of everything. And then the only thing that really changes is whether or not I wear lashes or eyeshadow or lipstick. That's it. But as for my face routine, a lot of you guys were asking me what I do for my face routine. This is pretty much what it is. And then it varies day to day, like as far as color choice goes.
So let's get started. Prime your face. I use either BareMinerals PRIME TIME or Benefits Professional. I'm going to use the PRIME TIME today, put it all over, or actually should be already on by now. And then next I'm going to use Sonia Kashuk's Radiant Tinted Moisturizer in Tan with my Sigma F80. This is my absolute favorite tinted moisturizer, by the way, and it's only like $12 or $13 at like Target. So I just put it straight on the brush. I don't sit here fussing. I used to just put it on my hand, but this saves me product. Then we stipple and we blend. All over, all over. This blends seamlessly, by the way. It'll oxidize perfectly into your skin, or it should anyway. And it just kind of gives me a dewy glow. So I love it. Stipple, 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 blend, blend, blend. I only do one coating of this. Some people do a couple and kind of make it act like a foundation, but that's just not necessary for me anyway. I just do one good coat everywhere, blend it. And then I go and move on to concealer. I'm using my MAC 130 and my NC42 StudioFinish concealer from Mock. I just dip it in there a little bit, and I just use this to conceal like my blemishes. I have some freckles on my cheeks and some healing scars in my T-zone area. That's where I break out the most, unfortunately. So I just blend this out. Now, choice of concealers for under eyes. I have a shitload. Okay, first we have Benefits Boi-Ing, and I use shade number 3 if I use this. Or lately I've been loving my Maybelline Age Rewind, and I use shade Honey, I believe, if you guys can read that. Honey. Honey! Just kidding. And then, you guys know I love my MAC Pro Longwear, and I believe I use shade NW25. Sorry about the lighting. And then I just use my Sigma F30? F something. I don't even know. Sorry. But it's a concealer brush. And I just, dip it into the concealer and then just kind of blend. And it looks like that. That's the difference with my massive dark circles, because your girl don't get no sleep, like never ever. Then for setting powders, I choose one of these two, either Makeup Forever's Duo Matte in 209. Lately I've been loving my MAC Studio Careblend, and I use medium deep. I tried using medium dark, but these powders run a little bit light, so I use medium deep for me. And then I just use my fluffy, this is the Sigma F30. Just kidding. It's just a big fluffy brush. Or I just use a kabuki, and I just kind of buff it in. And you can see that it kind of just gives me a more finished look. Then I curl my lashes with my handy dandy Shu Imura torturing device. And I usually apply liner first. Lately I've been using my MasterDrama from Maybelline. Sorry if my head ducks down a little bit, but this tutorial is pretty general on the eyeliner part. Then I use my mascara, choose between these two or a mix of both. I usually mix up my mascaras day to day. And then I do a little bit of bronzing, either my Clinique bronzer in Sunswept or my Benefits HOOLA or my e.l.f. bronzing duo. I think today I feel like using my Laura Geller. Actually, just kidding, I chose my HOOLA. Okay, this is the problem with voiceovers. You never really know what's coming up next. Anyway, I just bronze a little bit. HOOLA shows up on me more now that I'm a little lighter, so cool, because before I used to hate it. Love-hate relationship with this damn thing, I swear. So this is how I apply my bronzer. I do have a bronzing tutorial somewhere in my channel. So if you guys want to know more about it, just click there. Then I choose my blush. Today I feel like using Coralista. It varies day to day, but today I just feel like using Coralista. I just want simple makeup for today. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm lazy. And I just sweep that across my cheeks with the same brush. And then I highlight a little bit. I feel like using Max by Candlelight MSF today, but it varies day to day. It depends. Today I feel like using this one. And then I just use my MAC, I believe it's a 129. No, it's a 116. Just kidding. Then I just tap it in, and then I do it in a C formation on my cheekbones. And I just kind of brush it up to my temples a little bit to blend. This will help with that J-Lo glow, y'all. Some of y'all asked me about it, so here you go. And then I set my under eye concealer with either of these two. The one on the right is BareMinerals Well Rested, and then the one that was on the other side was the one I'm showing you now, which is Maybelline's Dream Matte Powder. And I believe I use honey as well. And then I just use a MAC 109 and just kind of tap it. I tap, I don't sweep, because otherwise I just end up smearing it and it just defeats the purpose. And voila! This is what it looks like. I change my lip color from here on out, depending on what I feel like wearing. Otherwise, this is the finished look.